Good morning. This is Kimberly Jade with your WJLP News Break. Governor Phil Murphy announced policy changes that would allow government workers to take voluntary furloughs to avert layoffs. Be sure to download our mobile app for instant weather and news if you haven't already. For additional content, visit our website at njnn.tv. Stay with New Jersey News Network for the latest developments of the coronavirus. I'm Kimberly Jade. Governor Murphy announced that motor vehicle commission sites will be reopening in phases beginning June 15th, and the backlog of road tests stands at nearly 60,000.
People are upset, and they have a right to be.
The Small Business Administration gave another glimpse into PPP activity, stating that over $175 billion was approved just 5 days into the program's second round of funding. Reporting in Old Bridge for Jersey Matters, I'm Kimberly Jade. Indoor dining was all set to reopen on July 2nd, just in time for the holiday weekend. But to everybody's surprise, Governor Murphy pulled the plug because of knucklehead behavior. And one restaurant here in Long Branch is concerned that they might not survive this. They are not set up for outdoor dining.
We're only indoor dining. We chose not to do the outdoor immediately.
The daily routines that we are all used to are now becoming a thing of the past in this global pandemic. And that is especially challenging for those in recovery who depend on daily meetings. For them, they must stay sober in order to stay sober. I joined in on a virtual meeting. It was super simple and lightning quick. Now the question is, how can we best prepare ourselves from a coronavirus outbreak here in New Jersey? Heather Fordham is with us live in studio with the details. Heather, you've heard the headlines. Leaving your child or pet in a hot car could be deadly. They say the average time to read a text message is 5 seconds. Would you ever go on the highway with your eyes closed for 5 seconds? It's hard to believe that it was only 10 minutes before we found ourselves a distracted driver. What a memorable night in New Jersey. Musical artists from all across the world have traveled here for the MTV Video Music Awards. We are back at historic Convention Hall in Asbury Park for the event New Jerseyans wait for all year. Oh, what a night it was in Asbury Park.
Kimberly, it's Jersey. We don't get impressed with nothing. Am I right or wrong?
You made such a great point. Bergen County, Essex County. What about the guys in Cape May County? What about Atlantic City?
How great is she?
I mean, what about the other half of the state?
I know.
It's
I
crazy.
agree.
Kimberly Kravitz here in the 7th Congressional District, where we are encountering one of the most contentious races in New Jersey. Do you expect Donald Trump to win the state of New Jersey?
Oh, listen, I think he can make it. I think he can make New Jersey competitive, and it's going to be up to him as to how hard he works and how much time and effort they spend there.
While we were covering the opening of one of New Jersey's gun shops, we noticed a nail salon that was open. Obviously, under the governor's guidelines, this is not an essential business.
Social distancing trumps all.
So we waited a while for the woman getting her toes done to leave the shop, only to see the owner was already on to us and let the customer sneak out the back door.
So she's violating Executive Order 107 of the governor's state of emergency.
Taking tragedy and turning it into a positive. That is the mission of Jersey girl Sarah Ripley, founder of Angel Energy.
Angel Energy is a domestic violence awareness-based clothing line.
Here at Fulfill, volunteers are lining the room, of course, adhering to social distancing. You can see the yellow lines here that are separating people. I was here in Ocean Grove when 17-year-old Sam Jarmer suffered a spinal injury while on the job as a lifeguard over the summer. But with many prayers and loving messages, a miracle happened.
When my accident initially happened, I couldn't move anything from my neck down, and now I can move my arms.
On July 24th, Sam the lifeguard dove over a wave and hit a sandbar, leaving him paralyzed in the water. He is fighting to get his swimming legs back with the support from his community. Small businesses and restaurant owners have been criticizing the federal government regarding the Paycheck Protection Program loans. The funds for the PPP ran out last week, and we spoke to one restaurant owner who is extremely frustrated.
The PPP loan is a loan through the government that is 2.5 times your average monthly payroll. From the moment that the funds hit our bank account, we have 8 weeks to spend that money in order for it to be forgivable.
Restaurant owner Neely Robinson says it was a blessing that the loan was approved, but not a blessing in how quickly she received it.
Clock's been ticking, right, for us to take advantage of this loan, and we're probably operating at maybe a third of what our typical revenue is.
And it would have been nice to have a little bit more of a say in how we were going to use our money for our business model.
Another business we spoke to is still waiting on their loan after nearly 2 months of applying for it.
We put our applications in right away, so figure end of March all the way up till now, not a single dollar received.
The hope is that Congress will continue to go to bat for restaurants and small businesses.
They're asking Congress to start a restaurants stabilization fund, which will be used for the dip in revenue that all restaurants are about to be taking.
Early on, one of the flaws in the PPP loans were that restaurant giants like Ruth's Chris and Shake Shack, along with the Los Angeles Lakers, received millions of dollars. These companies didn't do anything wrong. They returned the money, but it did slow the process for companies like Heirloom Kitchen from getting their share.
I agree that not all business models are the same, and I feel that, especially something that we're doing here, we're pretty small.
Ruth Chris, all of a sudden these things come out, they get $20 million. Guys like us, small businesses, I haven't seen not even a red cent.
One day at a time is the only way for businesses like Heirloom Kitchen to determine their financial future.
Lots of question marks, and I would say that when we took the loan knowing that we were making the best decision for our business today, because that's all we know right now.
Just last weekend, the Small Business Administration gave another glimpse into PPP activity, stating that over $175 billion was approved just 5 days into the program's second round of funding. Reporting in Old Bridge for Jersey Matters, I'm Kimberly Jade. Welcome. This is a live special report. We are moments away from a daily briefing on the novel coronavirus. And even with this never-ending line of cars, there is no way that anyone would ever be turned away.
We plan on cutting it off at 500, but I'm looking at the line behind you right now, Kim, and nobody's going to go away hungry.
And for any businesses that might be interested, you could bring Henry the dentist right on site at no cost.
It's not where you're from or who you are. It's, everybody has the culture, and food is something that strings it together.
You've prepared 2 of the dishes that we see here on the Eat, Drink Local Restaurant Week. Be sure to download our mobile app for instant coverage and breaking news. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm Kimberly Jade.